Today we have a lot of demos and so many topics. Oh no. Status. Oh yeah, status, trade core, trade. Maybe no. Orchard core 29. We have X unit update v3. Wow. The v3 of v3. We have this one was updated to SHA-384. Doesn't change much. CI fact. Oh, you know what? I made this attribute when we migrated to X unit v3, and I submitted the feedback that because there was a migration plan from the X unit to X unit v3 package, and it didn't work for us in Ultra Core. There was some gaps, and I reported that, and maybe they fixed it because I had to create like custom things like this, so the facts we're using were working, and apparently they fixed it. So now we can use the fact attribute like before. Cool. A custom fact attribute because they had the interface, but there was nothing we could inherit from without having to implement all the properties they want in the interface. So now it must be done. Good job. This one, test. So explaining, so looking at something different to understand what the bug is. Because you don't see that here. Yes, it's picking the debug, yes, it's picking the production UI, but it doesn't say which one it is when it displays it. So now you see it. So when there is a problem in the build, then we know which one to update. Because this thing here is used to verify that these values are correct. So we don't check in an asset with the wrong SHA. Good job. Then go to update. SDK, new extra line. So this has been true for some time. So is it just an update of an old change log? 3.0? I don't think that's true. I think actually we should added the support to be able to not inherit more. Customize the thing. But this
I'm currently discussing the same in the PR with him. So
and
I think it's about to change the message.
now supports fallback to the current culture. Well,
What is
always,
supported now is changing it from the UI.
yeah, now you can parameterize
You
it.
can disable it.
Yes, but it has always worked this way. Now it's this sentence is weird.
Correct.
It's not true. This is mistake. And also I commented on the PR by the way last week. I remember that that it was wrong to change the abstractions for that. Yep. But no, this is good. Well, now when this is ready now because this is changing now. So, but yeah, this is at least is better. This is not lying. Victoria, we didn't have any topics.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't join in time, but I would like to let you know that we started the sale of the tickets for the Orchard Harvest Conference. I'm putting the link in the chat as well. If you can open it, please.
How many bitcoins?
So the tickets are on sale for the early bird price, which is $250, and you can buy your tickets now. And I'm hope that a lot of you will join us in November in Prague. And the venue details are coming soon as well.
Dollars are cheaper than euros, so that's good.
Sorry?
Dollars are cheaper than euros, so that's good.
So don't forget to buy your tickets to the Harvest Conference.
Only the early bird is in dollars. After that, it become in euros.
Ah, that's the incentive.
Yeah.
You see, only 216 euros. I'm so poor when I go back to France now. For that. Okay, thank you, Victoria. So the link, I will copy it.
Wait. I have a question for Victoria. Is she still there? No more? Oh, she's gone.
Oh, that was quick. We didn't say bye. Ticket tail, new ticket provider, cheaper, better. Okay, so the text, the doc, and. Oh, this was yesterday, okay. But the implementation didn't change. We'll see then. I don't see any implementation changes. It's inside.
It was merged last week. This is just the README updated.
Yeah, this is the README, but I had some comments on the implementation, and I think we went over it during the meeting, but the triage. So Hisham should have watched it. Maybe I will find an issue.
Probably, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was changing the interface, the service, just to get the setting. So no, we don't
Oh,
want to
yes,
change
yeah.
the service whenever we add a new setting. The setting is not part of the service. The setting impacts the service. Okay, update docs for reverse proxy. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. But let me see something. So the reverse proxy module has been updated to include a new setting called non-network and proxies. Non-networks and proxies. Okay, and if we look at the pull requests, the one that introduced it, it was Isham. So if we take docs, non-networks and non-proxy, I have a concern, not with this PR, but with the properties themselves. So ASP.NET Core, okay, I have a link. Somehow I have a link to ASP.NET Core. And if we look at issues, now it's in announcements probably. There is a repo, right? Announcements. Okay. Breaking change. Boom. I knew it sounded familiar. Known networks, known proxies are two new properties that we are, well, two new settings that we handle. The properties exist, but we didn't have settings to customize them. Now we have with this PR. However, what's happening? Obsolete IP network and forwarded options of known networks. So the known networks are going away. Known IP networks. So there is a new thing that we need to use.
Yeah, Hisham already opened a follow-up PR,
Good.
which is undone, but
Networks, IP network. Not networks, but not non-proxy is still fine. It's just non-IP networks now that needs to be updated. If it already exists, we should use the new one already and forget about this one because it will be obsolete in 10.
in 10.
Utilitarian issue. Shall we omit? Then, Mike. Additional property. So this one, more properties, the property guide. The only issue with usually things like this, it's that it's loose. So it's sad. Implement IDisposable in test. Something IDisposable doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. Why? Why do that? Doesn't change anything. Test IDisposable. Maybe this one, because that's Not even sure what it is, but login context. If it's a browser, maybe you want to dispose it. And this one, maybe. Yeah, depends. Be careful. Because those, for instance, I'm not sure what's the goal here. It won't do much in this case. That will not be done by the app being shut down or the test being shut down. Unless there is an issue that was filed. These bad symptoms. No, just for fun, so doesn't make much sense. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. We'll have more issue. DotNest walkthrough to the docs. Okay. I'm done. Done. Questions, comments? Yeah, status. Mike, you're quiet. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just got back, so I haven't got a chance to catch up to everything that happened while I was out. So
You didn't. Oh, you will see that beautiful thing here on Thursday. That will be it's the best thing.
what's a beautiful thing?
Look, the blue thing that appears just to tell you it's there. Beautiful. It's to triage. Docs updates. This one is a problem because I'm done. Because we need to change all the calls to yessql with a cancellation token. It's painful, but honestly, it's painful for a human, but just ask Copilot to just invoke the default value for everything where it needs the default value and done, and it will be done. So
yeah, but also it doesn't make sense just to add none, like cancellation.none.
So it does, because that's what you expect it to do when you don't call any argument. It's just that in .NET, now we have to prevent the binary breaking change, we have the two methods, the one without argument and the one with the optional argument. And when the two are there, if we call the one without argument, we expect it to use the one with the default, actually, saying, hey, use a default, which is none. So this is what it's actually doing when we don't pass any argument and we don't care about the obsolete argument. So adding the default keyword everywhere will just be the same as today, but without the one. And then
yeah, but I think what right here, the suggestion about, where was it? The iCancellation token accessor, it might make sense because this way we can set it globally. And if we want to make it none by default, then we can, if someone wants to change it.
No, you don't. No, there is no reason to put globally anything else than none or default. And case by case, once we have default everywhere, like today, so we remove all these exceptions, and it's continuity. Okay, today, before this change, before this new version, we don't have any cancellation token. we have methods that don't take cancellation token. It's exactly the same as having default everywhere. So for continuity, if we pass default to everything, that's the same behavior as today. And then we unblock this PR. And after that, we can decide to add the correct tokens in the context where it makes sense. When we have a token on the methods that can use this token to make it nice, like in the controllers and the drivers.
Well, if the HTTP context request aborted, that cancellation token is invoked if the request itself is canceled, right?
So
so it makes sense to pass that. Well, yeah,
Yes.
that's if you have the iCancellation token accessor, you'll have it almost everywhere. Otherwise, there will be a none.
No, you can't just cancel some async call down in the call stack. You have to pass it to everything, I think.
Right, you do.
I
That's
argued
what I'm
against
saying. If
this,
we have
this proposal.
Use that.
If we have an accessor.
No.
Yeah, but
don't
you have
need an
an
accessor.
async call without an
your microphone
something
died.
down there which cancel. This doesn't make any sense in my mind.
It's a very bad pattern. We will have more issues than it will fix things. We should use that or whatever when we have it in the context we have. Instead of invoking that and calling the get access, no, just use that when we have it. Or the other thing than when we have it. But we won't have like 10 things to have, but where it makes sense with the thing that makes sense. Not everywhere with some cryptic value that will be returned default or whatever. So sometimes it will be a compound cancellation token because it can be a request and a timeout, not just default or just that. So let's use the default keyword to fix this build, and then where it makes sense, because now we can use this one or other ones in a second step. And the other one, what do we have for request? This one is so easy because which we'll see on Thursday. Oh, this is the thing that we just talked about. And that also will triage when Mike is here. So that's the current status. There are some breaking changes in the net 10 related to that we might want to handle before the net 10. Cool. Questions, topics?
What's with all these PRs that have chore behind it?
It's like renovate stuff.
I think so.
They're all renovate things.
Yeah, I have so many of them, and they've been open for so long.
I think there was a comment from Zoltan, I believe, saying ignore them for now because they were tweaking the settings for renovate. So I'm not sure. They are not grouped for sure, right? So like maybe for something. I don't know. About 2 pages now. Into your harder. Okay, well, that's it then. See you on Thursday.
See you.
Bye bye.
See you.
Thank you.